Hey guys, so welcome to this week. I started school this week, which was fun. It was kind of a relaxing week. We had a full week. Monday, of course, was a lot shorter of a day because we had our assemblies, and because I go to a Catholic school, we had Mass. And then Tuesday was more syllabus stuff, starting to get into a little bit of work, but not terribly much, and only for like 1 or 2 classes. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm taking 5 classes this year. I am taking 1 elective and the 4 required courses. I believe I think that's what it is. My required courses are a math course, which I am taking pre-calculus honors, a religion course, which I am taking morality, an English course, I'm taking British literature, and as well as a social studies course, which is going to be, first semester I am taking current issues honors, and second semester I am taking women's history honors, which is exciting, and my 1 elective is AP Latin. Also, I'm in the process of getting into another class. Our tech team is being split into 2 levels this year, a class and then a club, and the class isn't officially set up yet. It's more or less it's started, but officially it's not on my schedule yet. So I've been doing stuff in there during my study halls. So while I technically have 2 study halls, it really has been equaling out to where I've not been getting any actual homework done in them. So it's a trade-off, but I absolutely love it. I love the atmosphere in there. It's really great. It's one of my favorite classes. Speaking of favorite classes, my current issues class right now, I am in love with it. I absolutely adore it. It's so really cool. Because you're talking about the news and stuff that's going on, and it's discussion. I love the teacher. She's really, she's really passionate about what she does, and it's cool to listen to her talk. Which is really cool, which is, I think, what I like in a teacher. And then, obviously, AP Latin is starting to pick up. We haven't actually started translating anything yet. We'll be starting off with Caesar's Gallic Wars. Any of you Latin students who've ever translated that, you guys know how much fun it is. It's cool. I like it. I'm excited. I don't think there's a class I'm not really excited about this year. I think they're all going to be pretty great. A little worried for English because we have this infamous research paper, which I'll talk about a lot when it comes up, because it's huge. It's actually required for graduation. You can pass the course, fail the research paper, and still not be able to graduate. So it's kind of insane. It's intense. It's one of those things you hear about it almost every year because all the seniors are going crazy about it. But it'll be interesting. I'm not looking forward to it, but I think once I start getting down, it'll be helpful for me in the school year. It's been a chill week. Not a lot of homework, which has been nice, because, like I said, I'm not getting a chance to do it in my study halls. But what I am doing in my study halls, which I think I can talk about, is I am scanning in old pictures for one of... my tech teacher has asked if someone would scan in old pictures for her from one of the sisters because it's the 50th anniversary of our school building being built. And I don't have any of the pictures to show you guys because they're all on a flash drive because I'm still in the process of scanning them. I got like 300 photos done in like, I want to say 2.5 days. Yeah, but the pictures are just so cool. They're really neat to look at. Some of them go as far back as they're black and white, like when the school building was first built, like they're 50 years old. Some of them are. They're like, I don't think they're all exactly 50, like they're not all 50. Like some of them come from when our new theater was built, which is only a couple years old. I think it opened my 7th or 8th grade year is when they had like the big opening for it and the dedication and everything for our current theater. And then they actually just got the track done itself. So there's pictures of them starting the track. There's pictures of when the school building was first built, of when we got our foyer and our current office, of the old classrooms. Our band room, where I currently have band, it actually is the old locker room. And so I saw a picture of it when it was the locker room, and it's like, that's our band room, but that doesn't look that doesn't look like our band room. It's weird, and it's really cool. They're really exciting to look at. So I've really been enjoying it, especially, but, yeah. And then Sarah was over yesterday. I had 2 Help Perfects, her brand new iPad, which I think she might have talked about on her vlog, If not, you should still go check it out anyway, link below. But yeah, so that was fun. She hung out yesterday. We kind of mostly just chilled out because it was Saturday and we were both kind of worn out from a week of school. I know I stayed home for it. We had a dance, but I think some of the girls, some friends of mine went out to one of the football games and I was just like, no, I'm gonna wear out and I'm not gonna want to be around people, so I think I'll pass. So I did, and I was fine. I kind of hung out. I was cool. It was chill. So, let's move on to this week's topic. Alright guys, and here's our topic today. 10 pieces of advice I would give to freshmen featuring a piece of advice from Miss Sarah. So, number 1, follow hallway traffic patterns. You guys were probably told this at orientation, but it's still a good reminder. If you're going, I know at least for where I go to school, it's like you're driving a car. Drive on the right side. It makes it a lot easier for everyone to get from class to class. And on that same note comes a piece of advice number 2. Don't stop in the middle of the hallway and talk to your friends. It'll cause a big group. If there's a big enough group of you, it'll cause it to only be one lane. It's different if you guys are like in the morning and, that's understandable. But between classes, no. It makes it really hard to get through from class to class, and it's not fun. Same thing especially with stairwells, because those, especially intersections, can get really busy. Number 3, don't be afraid to try your school lunches. I know I myself buy lunch just about every day. I know people who pack every day. You gotta at least try it. You gotta try it once, and it's kind of an experience. School lunch food has always really been an experience. It's understandable if you guys can't afford it. It's cheaper for you to pack. That's cool. That's an exception. But I know if I had a friend, I've got friends, and if one of them said had never had a school lunch, I know I personally would say, well, come on, I'm buying you lunch today, or I'm gonna buy you lunch at some point this week, because it's something I think everyone should at least try once. You gotta try your school's cafeteria food. I know especially my cafeteria I really like. And I'm kind of one of those people who goes to a lot of food, foodie different places. But I also kind of have all around taste. There's not much I don't like, so maybe your school's lunches are good, maybe they're bad, but you'll never know if you don't try it. You can't always listen to other people. Number 4, upperclassmen really aren't that scary. I know I personally am happy to talk to you. If you come up to me in the hallway, if I'm not obviously running from class to class, or if you say, oh hey, I'm so-and-so, I noticed that you have a Doctor Who button on your lanyard. That's so cool. I absolutely love that show. I will start a conversation with you, and I'll be happy to help you with whatever you need. And that, just don't be afraid. We're not scary. And that kind of goes along with my next tip. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I know I speak for myself, and I know a couple other classmates feel this way as well. We think freshmen are cute. You guys have your little things that you aren't sure about, you haven't quite figured it out yet, and we don't mind when you ask for help. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I know I stated this earlier. I work in the tech office of the school, and I get freshmen who come in, and they'll ask a question, and it's something that I've known because a while, and they don't figure it out yet. It's just kind of cute. We think you're adorable. And you're naive in mindedness. We find it cute. We're not gonna be mad at you. Don't be afraid to ask. Even if it's not about a tech question, but if it's about homework. I know last year I tutored Sarah in math when she was a freshman. And so, we know these things. We've been through it. We've lived it. Don't be afraid. We're not scary people. With number 4, we're not scary. And don't be afraid to ask teachers for help as well, because teachers are there. They want to help you. They may seem scary. I know my freshman English teacher, when I walked in that first day, she actually scared me. And she ended up being my favorite teacher that year. I really still enjoy her. I'm really sad that I actually did not get her for English this year. I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking forward to English this year, kind of. But I really wish I'd still had that teacher because she made such an impact on me. So, number 6. Do your homework. I cannot stress this enough. You don't have to come home to it right away. You don't have to start it till later. I don't start my own homework till 5. But don't start at 10 to begin with, because then you're not going to get sleep, and that's just not good. You need sleep. That was the one thing our guidance counselor told us at our class meetings, was reminded us that we need sleep. And you've got to remember that. And I think it's great advice for everyone. Don't forget to sleep. If you know you have not getting good study habits, now I'm senior year, I'm like, oh my god, I've got to learn how to study. And I think that's going to be a difficult challenge for me this year. You guys are freshmen. You know, you guys should learn good study habits while you can. It'll help you do a lot better in classes, even if you aren't. Huge difference. Number 7. Don't be late to class. Teachers don't like it. It's kind of really awkward for you guys. I know you guys really noticed it, like, especially if you guys were late freshman year, or this past week if you've started. It's really awkward for you guys, and I kind of, you know, being late to class, you're gonna miss something, and there's understandable reasons. Like, if your locker completely just collapsed, like your shelves collapsed, you've got to completely fix it, you can't just leave it, that's understandable. Teachers understand that. You know, if you get caught, you know, whatever, if you get caught up in something, or, you know, whatever, if you're like a minute or two late, or if you're a couple seconds late, you're fine, but just don't be late to class. It's really, you know, it always makes, I always feel bad for people who walk in late to class, like, even as a senior, like, if I see someone coming late to class, I always feel really bad for them, so, that's probably an obvious tip, but nonetheless. Number 8, get involved. It's the best way to make friends. Getting involved, it helps, you know, you can make new friends, upperclassmen friends, you know, friends in your grade, and you get to do fun things. Like, I know, one of the only clubs I was really truly involved in freshman year that I'm still currently involved in is, my Latin club, and that has actually helped me, form a really good relationship with my Latin teacher, because we have convention, which is essentially like a 3-day weekend where a bunch of Latin students get together and we hang out and we have fun. And I think clubs can help you form, you know, good relationships with the moderators, depending on the size of the club, what club it is, you know, that kind of thing. And then you can also just form really cool friendships. I know I've, you know, through SWAT, they passed sophomore through this year, because we didn't get my tech team until sophomore year. And I know I've formed a couple of good relationships with some of the juniors who have been in that club, so it's a good way. Even, like, you know, even in your next upcoming years, don't be afraid to get involved in brand new clubs. You'll find something. And number 9, this is probably going to be the most cliched piece of advice I ever give you. But here's the thing, and you've probably heard this 1,000 times. Don't wish away your high school years. I was just like you guys. I was you guys. You and I was one of you. I remember my freshman year, I couldn't wait to get out. I knew that I wasn't going to think that way in a couple years, because I had just come from 8th grade, and I kind of didn't want to leave there, because that was what I had known. And trust me, it gets better. You know, that first couple months is just gonna not be fun. One of my really good friends, I actually didn't meet her till, like, January of my freshman year. Freshman year was rough for me. You know, it was hard. Freshman year is hard. And you've got to remember that. Once you get over that hurdle, I can't say it's going to be clear in the breeze, but it's going to get a lot better. I know sophomore year was a lot better year for me. I met another one of my good friends, and it was just, I mean, so far junior year has been my favorite year. It gets better and better as the years go on. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've been avoiding visiting colleges because I'm afraid of the possibility. I can't see myself not where I am right now. It freaks me out, the idea that I'm graduating. I'm gonna be gone next year. I wish I could go back to my, like, last year, like, or the previous years, like, just start over again. I'll happily start over as a freshman. My freshman year classes were way too easy for me. You know, I would happily go back to that. Enjoy yourself. Live in the moment. Carpe diem, guys. Seize the day. Seize the moment. Do what makes you happy. Learn to be someone else. I wouldn't recognize my freshman self. You know, we're two different people. And remember that. You're gonna grow as the years go on. And you're gonna make new friends. Sometimes you might have to get, you know, not be as close to your old grade school friends. But that's okay. And remember, too, life goes on. The last piece of advice I would have to give to any freshman comes from Sarah, and that is, don't be afraid to let other people down. It's like what I just said. You're not gonna be the same person. You're gonna have to let some friends go, and that's okay. The only person it matters is yourself. Are you okay with who you are? Do you like who you are? And that's a question you guys have to remember to ask yourselves. So, those are my top 10 pieces of advice. Sorry I got a little rambly, but especially towards the end right there. I hope this guys helps you guys out a lot. I also think it's good advice for those of us who are upperclassmen to remember some of these things, especially about getting involved and living in the moment. That's going to be it for this week. Next week's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to have my topic videos separate from the rest of the vlog, because I'm actually going to do a review, and I'm not telling you guys what it is yet. So start thinking about it. If you guys have any other pieces of advice for freshmen, or just any kind of high school student, leave them below in the comments. Or if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll happily answer your questions. So that's it for this week. Stay cool, guys. Stay cool.